Doreen. Good. Perfect. Hello, if you can see me now, welcome, welcome, welcome. For those watching the replay, hello, hello. I'm not sure how much, I don't know when this really starts, so that's why I'm talking now. Okay, looks like we can see, oopsie, and there I am, hello. All right, hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna just open it up on my phone. I'm on my computer right now and see how it's showing up there, and then we'll get started. And I know there might be some people waiting to come on or watching the replay. So we will be mindful of that. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hello, welcome. The people who are watching it on YouTube usually requested a link. It's probably will not be public, it will be private. So if you are in Women Creating Healthy Lives and you wanted to watch it on YouTube, let me know. It will be up for a limited time. Same with in this Facebook group. This training will come down probably Monday or Tuesday, probably Monday or Tuesday. The two trainings will come down. So let me see. Okay, it's going good. Perfect. I can see everything. Excellent. And just let people know I'm on live. Gosh, if you don't see me. I will be showing you some slides and sharing my screen. So that is coming up. I'm just going to see if anybody else is coming on live and also mention it on my personal profile that I am on live now. Oh, I don't have that other. Okay, let's see what happens there. So, and then I'm going to go back to watching it in Women Creating. I'm going to shut off the sound so I don't hear myself. Who is here? Who's here? I think Kate's here, is it? Kate, hi, Kate. Oh, nice of you to join. I know you know most of this information, Kate. She's a past client of mine, but you know, of course, welcome. Okay, now my phone is doing weird things. Anybody, oh my God, dealing with technology, I'm going to tell you right now, it is so not my favorite thing to do. I really don't like it. I have learned, I can't shut off my sound on this. I've learned so much over the years, but whoo. Okay, I can't. Okay, we're just gonna like take a deep breath because I can't shut off the sound. Okay, there we go. I can see it now. Hopefully I can see your comments. Keep commenting. If you're watching the replay, I want you to comment too, okay? Or ask any questions. This is really, really important. And another really important thing to understand is Facebook is being crazy. They're not showing posts or videos or much at all anymore. You must, I know it's kind of great, you must like or comment on my videos or my posts. Therefore, Facebook knows you want to see them. If you don't, you probably won't see them. Facebook is completely cutting back on what you see. If you're not commenting on it or liking it or whatever, you probably won't see those people. That could be your family, your friends. So really be aware of that. If you're saying, I haven't heard from anybody, I haven't seen their posts, please always like, love, or comment. Otherwise, you won't see the posts you want to see, not just mine, but other people's. So it is so good to be aware of that. All right. Okay, I'm going to try to monitor comments plus do this. So have patience with me if I don't get to you right away. You can always send me a message on Facebook Messenger and say, Diana, you're missing a comment, and that'll help me. Okay, so don't be afraid to do that. I'm so happy you're here. For those who are new to me, welcome. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about me anyway. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see, got to put on my glasses. These are not real glasses. They are reading. And it would be nice, yes. Oh, great. I can't show my screen. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's get started. I'm so excited. Doing these slides, if you've seen me before, you've probably seen some of these slides before, but I did kind of update them, and I actually love doing stuff like this. So it's really, and I'm sorry the words are on the screen. It may interrupt some things you can see. Maybe for Saturday, I will see if I can take off those. I will see if I can take them off. Right now I can't. So let's just go with it. Okay. So here we are, 3 keys to midlife weight loss and decreased symptoms. So if you know me, if you've worked with me, I talk a lot about weight loss, but I'm not to me, that is something that comes as a positive benefit of getting your health back, of your body back into better balance, and of improving your health. Right? It doesn't mean you're always going to lose a lot of weight, right? Maybe you don't need to, but this is always about health, health, health. But when women come to me, I have to admit, so many come because of wanting to lose the weight that they can't get rid of, because I know I was there in perimenopause. So I truly believe in vibrant energy, health, and then of course, the weight loss, if that's what you're working towards, right? I help women through the midlife phase and beyond. Many of my clients now are postmenopause, and I'm postmenopause. I finished at 48. I am 58. I went through the midlife phase starting at 43, very young. And that's why I help women. I've been a personal trainer. So below it says I've studied nutrition, hormones specific to midlife. I have been a raw food chef, personal trainer, post-rehab conditioning specialist, and a yoga instructor. So it's great that I can bring all those things into my group programs and into my program. And when I help women, because I truly believe health is holistic, and I've done so much mindset work. I'm very spiritual. So I work a lot with that too, right? Because you got to change. It's got to come from the inside, you guys, inside out, right? I empower women to take charge of your health, your life, and everything there, right? Body, mind, soul, your health and your life. If your lifestyle doesn't change, if your life doesn't change, well, things may not change in other ways too, right? Women learn how to bring their body back into better balance by finding the right foods for you during this phase of life. And now you could be in perimenopause, you could be postmenopause, but if you haven't discovered what foods work best for you during this phase of life, I don't care what phase you are on, because when you hit the midlife phase change, you are never the same again. Okay, that's normal. It's like telling an adolescent, a teenager, a female, a girl in 17, 16, well, actually 13, right? 13, 14. Oh, you'll just go back to being 12 again when you finish this phase. No, we don't go back, right? You don't go back. So it's not like, oh, this will just end and I'll be back to the same. No, if you support your body through this phase and you do what's right for your body, then you will feel amazing. And when you finish this phase, your body will not hold on to so much weight. You'll be able to lose weight easier. You will be able to eat some of those foods you couldn't eat again. Your digestion will get better. Your mood swings will, you'll go back to regular where you're feeling like, oh my God, I'm so much more balanced, right? But again, that's once you've taken really good care of yourself and made those changes. If you don't take good care of yourself, you guys, I'm sorry, it's not going to get better. It won't. Because you need to work on balancing your body, okay? The right foods during this phase of life, decreasing stress and letting go of the patterns, behaviors, and habits that are not working for you anymore. Crucial. Okay, so this is just where you can find me. I'm also on Instagram, in Diana Marchand 50, started that when I was 50, obviously. My Facebook group, Women Creating Healthy Lives, and I also am on YouTube, Diana Marchand, since 2011 or 12. So, I don't know, 1,000 videos maybe now, 800, 900 videos. I don't know how many, lots. All right, let's start with at the beginning. Where are you now? Awareness, right? Feel free to comment, you guys. I'm going to try to see if I can have any comments. I'm not looking on my phone. And it's hard for me to see comments on my phone because of the way it's set up. Okay, good. Okay. So how do you feel physically and emotionally? This is the best place to start, right? So if you are watching this, there's probably things that you don't feel so great about in your life, whether it's the emotional symptoms, which there's so many, whether it's some of the physical symptoms you're dealing with, right? It's like, oh my God. And like I said, again, please don't think I only work with women going through the midlife. We're talking over 40. You could be 70, right? Your body is changing and has changed. So what work doesn't work anymore. That's the fact. Okay. That's just the fact. The exercise, if you used to be able to lose weight by only eating these certain foods, things like that just don't tend to work anymore. So what are the 3 keys I'm going to talk about? So today I am focusing on your body. We're going to talk hormones and the food, 2 big ones. But the thing is that many people will think that's all I need to know. And you won't join me on Saturday for the energy and your power. Well, I can tell you right now, if you don't understand stress and how that affects your body and what to do, you will not bring your body back into better balance at all. Not at all. Nada. Doesn't matter what you eat. Stress will keep your body out of balance. Positively, absolutely. So join me Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific. We're going to talk about the energy and, of course, owning your power and choosing to make those changes and taking full responsibility. Okay, so today's the hormones and so much information. Don't worry, you have this replay until Tuesday. Take a deep breath, enjoy it. I hope you can take notes, get your journal and your pen. Okay, let's start with the body, your hormones. And this is it's very, very common to gain the weight around the midsection in this phase of life. And then again, your pants, everything gets tight and you feel uncomfortable and you can't wear the same clothes again. And you walk around feeling bloated, discomfort, big belly, even if you never had one before. That happened to me. You know, that muffin top that you never had before, going, oh my God, why can't I find what works, right? And that's the thing, is what used to work doesn't work anymore. And that leaves women frustrated, or else you're searching for some magic pill or magic diet. And what happens with that is that there isn't one thing that's perfectly right for everybody, especially during this phase of life. Your body will let you know. And so you feel defeated if you try a diet that worked for someone else and it's like, it didn't work for me. So then you feel hopeless, helpless, and like there's nothing that's going to work for you. But that's not true, because I've helped hundreds and hundreds of women lose weight and bring their body back into better balance, even when nothing else worked. You will see testimonials in a bit, and you will see that's absolutely true. Symptoms. Here are some of the symptoms if you're going through the perimenopause fluctuation, right? You still have your period, but it's getting sporadic. This is the worst phase. And like I said, you can still be post-menopause and get some of these symptoms. I know I do, okay? Fatigue, acid reflux, bloating, night sweats, troubled sleeping, weight gain, more stress, overwhelm. Oh my God, right? The hot flashes, the night sweats, the low sex drive, headaches, cravings, anxiety can be through the roof and really bad during this phase of life. That's why the stress reduction and mindset type of practices that I do in my programs, that's why they're everything. Because if you are not doing things to decrease the anxiety, depression, and stress, you're not going to get better in that way. That's just a fact. So it's a time to learn. It's a time to go, oh my goodness, it's time to take better care of me. That's really what this phase is about. Now the boring stuff, we're going to go through this. I'm not going to spend hours because, and I'm sorry that the words are over this, that the words, that what you're looking at, you're seeing, it might be kind of hard for you to read. Progesterone. That is what regulates your menstrual cycle. So for women who are having a hard time getting pregnant, you could be really low on progesterone. And that's the first hormone that starts to decrease in midlife, is progesterone. And here are some of the symptoms you get from that. Progesterone also helps with your moods, as in helping you feel better, feel good, right? So when you have less estrogen, you tend to feel more anxious and depressed and kind of blah, right? Cystic breast, fibroids, gallbladder problems, crazy things, right? Now, estrogen is the hormone most about, made by the ovaries, small amounts by the adrenal glands, organs, and fat. We're going to talk about that. And here are some of the symptoms. High estrogen can happen for young girls at any age because of the hormones in conventional meats and dairy. Fast foods, huge, are full of really bad hormones. And you'll see a lot of younger women now have a bigger belly around the midsection, really big breasts. That's higher estrogen. You know what happens when your estrogen's higher? Your progesterone is here, harder to get pregnant for one. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that. And also all of these symptoms here, that's high estrogen. So when you're younger and your hormones are here kind of, and you consume foods and plastics and preservatives and stuff that have hormones that have toxins that mimic estrogen in the body, all of a sudden you have way more. So then this young woman is experiencing symptoms of perimenopause. And I get lots and lots of young girls contact me about this. It's really sad. Because of this, right? And then, but if you are eating really clean diet, really good, your progesterone might start to lower a bit naturally during this phase of life. Your symptoms wouldn't be as crazy, but you're doing the best you can, right? So you really got to change what you eat and get rid of the conventional meat, the conventional dairy, pretty much, and all gluten and all wheat and all that crap and all preservatives, and don't microwave in plastic, don't use plastics. Because plastics give off things called xenoestrogens, and they get into your body. They cannot be broken down or metabolized. They are stored in fat. They wreak havoc with your chemical balance of your body. And that's what's happening a lot to people who don't know why they are gaining so much weight. And then low estrogen, as we age, post-menopause, as me, this is what can happen. Hot flashes. Dry skin, wrinkles, way more wrinkles, and sagging skin. And that's what I'm dealing with big time now. If I could just lift this area. Bone loss, osteo, definitely vaginal dryness, like painful intercourse, headaches, fatigue, infertility, mood swings, depression, trouble concentrated. Low estrogen. And then testosterone is a hormone that we have too. Men have more. But it helps with our sex drive, our bone mass, and our muscle mass. So we do begin to lose muscle much faster than men do, much earlier than men, at much younger age. Now, here are some hormones you do not hear much about, but these are directly affected in midlife. And these are what also cause the weight gain and inflammation in the body. Oh my God, these two hormones cause so many problems. Cortisol, when you are consistently stressed, right? You're pumping out cortisol. This is what happens, ladies. I cannot tell you that when I hear a woman come to me and say she's too busy, she's too stressed, this and this, and I can't change anything, my life is crazy, blah, 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 blah. Right away, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I want to, you got to change it. Like, there's nothing else. There's no other options. The other option is sickness, disease, and unhealth. That's absolutely the other option. I hate to scare you, but it will. It leads to disease and illness. That's absolutely. Stress is one of the worst things for your body. Decreases your immune system, blunts your hormone production at a time when you need your hormones to function better, right? Causes inflammation in your body. It gives off chemicals that leads to a toxic body. Stress gives off toxic chemicals within your body. Okay. And so hard on your organs of your body and all the glands of your body. It leads total to dis-ease within your body, which of course leads to disease. Okay. So high cortisol, your adrenal glands are constantly pumping. Now in this midlife phase, when you are in perimenopause, the problem is you cannot handle stress like you once did. So what you normally were able to handle, what type of stress, it's exaggerated. So it's like, you would go somewhere and you'd be a little stressed, but now during perimenopause, it's like times 10, right? And it feels terrible. And that's where you're wondering, why can't I handle this anymore? Well, it's just because your body is going through such a major change. You need to take better care of you. Very, very, very important. More vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids. When you're pregnant, you take pregnancy vitamins. When you're in midlife, you need to up your nutrition. Insulin is another one. High cortisol affects insulin levels, and we know what insulin levels can lead to diabetes. And there's many, 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 many women in midlife that end up type 2 diabetic because you're so highly sensitive to insulin effects at this time. Certain foods, even like oatmeal and bananas, will trigger a high insulin response. High glycemic index will go right to fat instead of being used for energy. This is a big thing about women in midlife. Here are some things, right? Look at that lack of motivation and focus. How many times have you heard women, right, say that? Insulin resistance, you could also have extreme thirst or hunger, feel hungry even after a meal. Oh, it's just crazy. It's like, it also could be like you're thinking, why can't I lose weight? And why does everything I eat seem to turn to fat? That's insulin resistance. If you have a really big belly and you can't lose it, most likely you are in some form of insulin resistance if you're in midlife. You got to break that hormonal cycle. Otherwise, you will continue to be in it because one hormone affects the other, affects the other, affects the other. It's like a domino effect. You won't get out of it until you do things to bring your body back into better balance. And that's what I'm teaching you today and tomorrow on Saturday. Right? Okay, so let's go. Midlife weight gain. It happens because hormonal levels are shifting, and that causes, as you saw the hormones earlier, it causes changes. Fat cells respond to lower hormone levels, they grow. Metabolism is decreasing. This happens as we age if we're not really super active and if we're not eating high nutrient dense foods. And you tend to be more sedentary in life and you're not eating the right foods. This is a big thing. You can say, I'm eating healthy, Diana. And I hear this all the time. Yes, you might be, but not eating enough of the right foods. Like I said, during pregnancy, they need more nutrition. During midlife, you need way more nutrition. Okay. Ovaries decrease production of estrogen. We know this. Fat cells can produce estrogen. And where? In your midsection, in your belly. And adrenal glands produce the cortisol. So when you're consistently stressed, those adrenal glands get burnt out. They get tired. So therefore, they cannot produce the other hormones they're supposed to keep your body balanced. So then you become even more out of balance. By the age of 35, you begin to lose 0.5 pound of muscle mass each year, and you gain under 1.5 pounds of fat from the age of 35. So if you have not done the strength training or are not doing strength training, this is what's happening to you. Strength training is the way to stop that. And here's a little bit about the adrenal glands that I spoke about, right? Your adrenal glands are fatigued in midlife. Your ovaries are producing less estrogen. In your body's attempt to balance your hormones, it puts fat on your midsection, which can produce those hormones. Also, certain foods you eat, even healthy ones, now go to belly fat also. That is the way it is. You metabolize things differently in the midlife phase than you did before. So that's why certain foods that you used to be able to eat actually are not that great for you right now. Another problem we have, conditioning and programming, right? The way we were raised, our mothers did everything for us, but most of them didn't work or didn't work full time. And now women, our generation was working full time. I mean, I got 3 months maternity leave. That's it with my daughter. Some didn't even get that much, right? And I actually ended up being a single mom by the time my daughter was not even 2 years old. So I was doing everything, right? You no longer live in your mother's world. You're working full time. You're trying to run a household. You're taking care of the kids. You're making the appointments. You're seeing the in-laws. You're buying all the presents. You're planning all the parties. You're trying to, I know when we were younger too, right? You're doing too much. Right? Here we go. Trying to do everything, like our mothers used to do. The physical and emotional body are linked. They are linked. The changes in your hormones affect both the physical and emotional. And so there's some of the hardest things during this midlife phase are the emotional symptoms to deal with. The anxiety, the depression, the overwhelm, the excess stress, the fatigue, like as in, oh my God, I just can't handle this anymore. Wanting to run away, wanting to hide away, wanting to get away from people, not wanting to deal with people, wanting to just be alone, because your soul knows you need time for you. Your soul is telling you this is your time. You know, hundreds of years ago, we raised the kids. They were gone out of the house. by the time a woman even got close to 50, right? And they affect every aspect of your life. Absolutely, we know that. So health is really mind, body, and soul. Can I move this little guy? Health is really mind, body, and soul. And that's why in all of my programs, I work on this. It's not just about focusing on the physical symptoms. There is absolutely no magic pill at all. You focus on balancing the whole body. It's not hard though. You can learn, you can get results within the first week in one of my programs, in any of my programs, and women do consistently. Okay. So once you know the right steps, the right actions, the right foods, and you get on that, things start to shift really quickly. Your body's really intelligent and smart, and that's fantastic. Oh my God. So good. You guys have any questions? If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I do have the Facebook open. I'll get into it again. Oh, 6 comments. Sorry, guys. This is me. Hi, Doniette. Happy you made it. Sandra's here. Kate. Oh my God. Sorry, that's my phone. I just got to turn off the thing. Yeah, post any questions. Hopefully I'll see them, you guys. So just write them in the comments below. All right. And we feel like I don't have time to feel this bad when you're busy and you're working and you're doing all the things, right? Your body is changing, but you're not changing your life. You're not changing it. So what happens is it just gets worse, right? Your body needs more support, but you are not giving it that. And I know many women don't know what kind of support, what things to do. That's why I do what I do, okay? The consistent stress, the not enough micronutrients. We're not talking about carbohydrates, protein, and fats. We're not talking about counting that. We're talking about micronutrients it needs. Not enough time for rest and recovery. Your body's going to bonk. It's going to bonk. It's not going to. I bonked. My body gave up. Everything gave up in midlife because I was trying to do too much. I didn't know. I was so young. I didn't know. There was no YouTube. YouTube was very new. There was no Facebook. I only could read a few books. Seriously, guys, there was only like 5 books on it and when I was 43. I'm 58. So if you do not take better care of you, your body cannot come into balance. It will not, right? If you don't do anything, you will experience more symptoms, more weight gain, emotional ups and downs, stress, exhaustion, aches and pains, headaches, digestive problems, insomnia, inflammation, memory problems. Of course, the lower sex drive comes with all of that, and frustration, right? Just like I'm done, like I'm just done, right? I remember I felt all of that. That's why. So body, right? Food, movement, and exercise. This is what can happen when you begin to bring things, when you begin to work on yourself, okay? You have more energy within the first week. Less cravings in the first week. Body naturally detoxifies. You may begin to lose fat, and that happens. It depends on every body, because everyone's different, right? No more bloating and puffiness. You sleep better, less water retention, decrease inflammation, healthy immune system. So you boost your immune system, more youthful, glowing skin, clothes that fit better, less anxiety, better balanced mood. Tone and shape your muscles when you choose to start strength training, if that's what you choose, because you definitely can strengthen and you can get muscles at any age. You feel stronger, more flexible, less achy, ability to feel more calm and joy during the day. And that is because in my programs, we do little exercises, like little practices and routines to help you start your day calm and more centered and connect to your body better, right? So it's really so important, this body aspect of it, to begin to work on yourself. Yeah, it's just so important. Okay, so we're going to talk about the food in a couple minutes. Do you guys have any questions about this part? I know everybody wants to know about the food, but I also want you to realize there's so many, that this part is so important. Okay, I don't think there's any questions yet. Oh, Kate, you said you believe your issue is cortisol. Yes, sure, could be. And that can happen at any age. Just want you guys to know that we can have issues or adrenal fatigue. You can look up adrenal fatigue, look at some of the symptoms. That might be you. You must change what you eat, get more rest, more sleep, take supplements, and do some super powders if you have adrenal fatigue. You won't get over it. It will not go away until you really take, and it gets very, very severe. Adrenal fatigue, that's where I was really severe, where you absolutely have no energy. You don't care about life. You actually don't care about life. You don't care about people, and you don't care about yourself. That's when it's gone to the bottom and the depths of it. It's really bad. Your body just doesn't want to do anything. And it begins to kind of shut down. It's really bad. So you don't want to get there. The food, right? Really, you are the author of your health, and you are the health. It's truly, health is a state of body, wellness is a state of being. We got to work on both of them, right? People have been asking for, we've done it, right? We know that when this whole thing shifted, like our mothers were stay-at-home moms, when it began where women began to work full-time, then their kids got into 5 billion activities and all of these things, and you started the whole superwoman, the super mom thing. It's like, I don't have time to cook. The whole thing was, we don't even sit for a family dinner. We don't have time for healthy eating. I don't want to do it. Like, forgetting that the most important thing in your life and your kids' life is healthy food. But we don't think that anymore. Most people, and seriously, a lot of mothers, we don't have time to sit down for a meal. I just make them this, or they get whatever. We just buy packaged stuff. This is your kids' health. This is your life. You're not going to poison them. And that's what happens with some of those packaged foods. They're literally poison. They're literally poison to our body. Okay. So we really have asked for it. So therefore you get a lot of these simple, fast, takeout, take home, packaged foods, sit on a shelf for hours, for days, for years, never go bad. And you keep them in your cupboard, in your freezer, and the kids get home and they pop it in the microwave, which please don't use microwaves. They completely kill your food. So the kids are getting zero, and probably zero nutrition, which means you are starving to death. You are, I know I'm drastic, but Johnny, I'm in surgical menopause and haven't been able to lose weight. I want to, but I don't have the motivation. There you go. I did prior to having this condition. Yep. Very true, Donya. That's exactly what happens. It's because you're not sure, right? It's like, I don't know what to do. And when you go to follow something that you don't even know is for you, and it doesn't work. And because you did have surgical, which so many people do, your body, it may be slow going as in for the weight loss, but it's not impossible. And the best thing to go about it is to eat the right foods to feed your body and your cells the right nutrients, and your glands. So your glands are producing hormones, to feed them the right nutrients they require and need. And then to do some stress reduction that are easy, simple techniques. All of those things, very, very important. And when you will begin to bring your body back into better balance. You will notice difference in energy. You will notice difference in how you feel, and your bloat, like your clothes will fit better. All of that, even if the scale doesn't come way down, you will notice your health, your energy, your skin, everything is feeling way better. And then over time, or you might lose the weight faster, or over time you will, right? So health first, for sure. Knowing that when you do the best for your body, it's going to have the best results for you. And finding out what foods are right for you, the ways of eating that are right for you. And that's what I help with in my programs and my coaching, okay? I really, really go into that, because I don't tell any women to follow any specific diet. We work on what works for you. And that's actually not hard to find out, believe it or not. Okay, but I'll help you in my programs. And I'm going to tell you about a 2-week one that's coming up right away. It's great for people to get into. I think you signed up, didn't you, Donya? Yes, you're in. Good. I'll help you. Okay, what is the best diet from menopause? Again, there's no need to count macros, calories, whey, food, or smaller portions, because 100 calories of sugar and 100 calories of broccoli are both 100 calories, but they're both completely different. So let's just count that out. Counting macros, that's say I'm going to eat so many carbohydrates a day. Sugar's a carbohydrate. A fudgicle's a carbohydrate. No, candy's carbohydrate. I'm not going to count points. I'm not going to count my carbohydrates if I'm not eating the right carbohydrates, right? And eating smaller portions, you don't want to eat smaller portions of vegetables, like it doesn't even make sense, right? So you're not going to focus on that. Some misconceptions, of course, you need lots of protein. No, we're missing minerals. Protein may be a problem if you're vegan and you're eating way too many carbohydrates. Possibly protein could, absolutely. But the way I show you, all the food is so nutrient dense and contains a lot of good protein, plant-based protein and other protein, that you get enough protein. Another misconception is fruit is a great snack. No, not during this phase. Not if you have belly fat, it's not. Fruit should not be eaten on its own if you have belly fat at all. And another misconception, keto is best for midlife. No, it may be if eating keto right in midlife, but there are so many ways people teach keto, and I've seen some drastic, horrible ways that would only make you gain weight, right? And be really bad for your health. But eating a keto diet in a really healthy way can be fantastic. But I myself can't eat meat. I don't digest animal stuff like that. So it would be brutal for me, right? A shake is a good breakfast. That means a protein powder with some almond milk or something. No, that's brutal. That's not good for midlife at all. Exercise more to lose weight. Absolutely. You'll probably just gain weight. No, not good at midlife. Calories in, calories out. Another thing that you cannot follow because it's what's in the calories. Like I said, you can have 100 calories of sugar. Not the same. So I'm just going to show you some testimonials so you see that women can get results even when they're going through this, okay? Here's one, Alicia, she's like, to all my 40-something friends that have been eating right and working out forever and then sudden notice extra weight gain creeping in, which is totally right. She came and coached with me for 4 weeks and helped her gain control, drop 10 pounds and feel like herself again. It's a big change. It's a change in lifestyle that depends on a new rule books. Check her out. So she did really good. She was someone who was doing her PhD. She's a mother with kids, girls. She was busy. She didn't want to cook. She didn't like to cook. She doesn't like to do all that crap. But I keep things simple, and I just helped guided her to go like, you know what, we're going to make this simple from you, but here's the types of foods I want you to eat more of. The food part is easy. Jen right here, she's lost 38 or 40 pounds now. After working with me, she worked with me for a while in my program. She just took one program after another to stay on track, to stay motivated. And right here, she was down 30 pounds. I think it's 38 pounds now or 40 pounds. She looks fantastic. Her name's Jen, you can see her videos and she looks amazing. Beverly, well, I just some of my clients, right? Lost 6 pounds without even trying. I'm down 12 pounds today, feeling awesome. My body feels better. 18 pounds. These were in my recent programs. These ones were all of these ones on this page for sure. June, thanks for your program. I lost 12 pounds. I eat mostly plant-based foods, little or no carbs and sugar. That's June though. That is who she is. You don't have to eat like that. That's just what she chose. And she lost, Janet had said, I'm back to the same size I was 8 years ago when I was in my best shape. Sherry is talking about, she spent thousands of dollars elsewhere in the past, but learned more from me. And I don't cost that much. So another one right here, great news. I lost 8 pounds, lowered my cholesterol and glucose levels. Blood pressure is best ever just from the 21-day program, you guys. 21 days was all some of these did, and they had these results. And then others did longer programs, right? So again, I have so many testimonials. I know I don't post them a lot. Oh my God. Here's one right here. Again, I always had good LDL and HDL. She's in her 60s, Sharon, but upon my last physical and my entire cardiac panel was better than ever. Her doctors were amazed, right? It's so much about health, and it affects your whole body when you begin to do things in the right way. You feel better, right? Okay. So we're going to go into the food. Anybody else have questions? And there's a lot, but you can watch from the beginning and watch the replay. The replay will be up until Tuesday, because I have one on Saturday too. Remember, Saturday. So first of all, I'm just going to tell you quickly before I get right into the food about my 2-week program that's coming up. Now, I often do 21-day programs, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 3-month programs, but I decided to do a quick 2-week program. So if you haven't worked with me before, if you don't want to spend a lot of money because you don't know who I am or what I do, this is for you. Back on track, your body, your energy, power. Eat less of the foods that cause weight gain. Remember, it's more about health too, but I do put this in there because most women are thinking about the weight. Okay, it's really about choosing and deciding and taking action to live this year with vibrant energy and health, then getting on the right path. So in 2 weeks, you will learn what are the right foods. You will, absolutely. You'll also be able to get better in touch with what's right for you as a person, you, yes, yes, yes. You will have clarity, you will have confidence in eating, you will have really simple, easy, delicious recipes. I do 3 live videos a week. This is going to be intense for 2 weeks, but it's fun. It's really, really fun. Mindset, stress reduction, and the food. Okay. And you get to ask me questions specifically to you each of these times. So you get lots of help from me, and you're going to be posting your foods and your meals every single day so I can help you adjust them. And you'll know exactly, oh my God, now I know what's right. That's what it's going to feel like. On my website, Back on Track, it is $222. If you guys want to get in at $122, message me on Facebook. If you're watching this video, you will hear me say you will get it for $122. Message me on Facebook and I will send you an invoice. On my website, it is $222. So if you want that $100 off, message me and you will get it, okay? So that's what that is. Now, so of course, we work on your body, your energy, your power. Your body is about the food, the nourishing, delicious food that helps balance your hormones, stop the crazy cravings, decrease inflammation, boost immune, increase energy, promotes weight loss, helps your body to detoxify, balance your blood sugar levels, and feed and fuel your body. All of these foods, guys, are the same types of foods. This is not different foods for this, different foods for this. It's just that people do not have the awareness of what they need to eat more of. I'm going to tell you right now, because I see it for years. I've seen it. And then when we work on your energy, your energetic body, the stress reduction, how you think about yourself, the words you use, the thoughts, the self-love, right? The energy you allowing from other people, your boundaries, that affects your whole body because we are energetic beings. That affects your health, right? We are energetic beings. Better manage your energy. I hope you do that. Setting up powerful energetic boundaries, loving boundaries, loving, learning to fill up your cup. And I show you little ways you can do this each day that don't take long at all. Get rid of the energy leaks, bring in more energy enhancing things, decrease the stress, move your body in a way that feels good. So if you need help with exercise, you just ask me and I can help you because I'm a personal trainer. Okay. Move your body in a way that feels good. And you got to know that if you're in a certain, so we would talk like through the Facebook group, I would be able to tell and let you know what exercise, types of exercise I think are right for you, and each woman's different, okay? We set up powerful calming morning practices. And they don't take long, 5 or 10 minutes. So this is all doable, but will make a huge difference in your life. You're gonna feel so much better. Your power, you're gonna step into your power. It's time, enough, enough, enough. No more excuses, no more helplessness, no more feeling powerless because you are very powerful. You are the one in charge of your body and your energy, okay? Step into your personal power and begin 2022 with better, vibrant energy and health, and know how to sustain that. Know what foods to eat, know what things to do. Sometimes you go off and on, but that's okay. You can just join my programs again to get back on track, but really, you will know, right? And so let's get on with the food. If you guys have questions, let me know. So if you're interested in the 122 price, which is so low, I really did it this time, really low, because I wanted no one to have an excuse. You can make 2 payments of $75 if you want. I wanted no one to say to me, Diana, but I can't, because that's just an excuse. So the price right now is super low. If you message me in Facebook Messenger, and I will give you a low price, because no, it's time for you to actually, yeah, it's time to do it. Seriously. Conditioning, you know, we're so conditioned, right? Family, gatherings, celebrations, bring it up with food. Food is a reward. Oh, I've just done so good today, or I've been so stressed today. I deserve this. Food as filler, right? Eat something. You're hungry. You need to fill up. You need to fill up on that. You're going to get too skinny, parents, grandparents, right? Saying those crazy things to us. But that's, this is what we're used to, comforting ourselves with food. Food is a reward, it's just so true. Unfortunately, a lot of the food now is fake food. And toxins that are in the food, the preservatives, the chemicals, the food colorings, spices. When it says spices and has an asterisk, or when it just says spices in the ingredients, lots of times those are things like MSG. Your body cannot metabolize or break down fake stuff or chemicals or any of those things. It can't break it down and metabolize it. It cannot use it for fuel or food for your body. So it needs to store it. It stores toxins and fat. Fat is the garbage dump of your body. So if you will see someone who's really obese and they're very puffy. So they have so many toxins in their body, and they're stored in fluid and fat and tissues of their body. The more toxins, the more fat you need. When someone detoxes, or when you do a juice fast, or you do a program maybe like mine, that's why some people lose weight in the first 2 weeks, is because their body's detoxing. It's letting go of the fat because it's not needed to hold the toxins, because they've stopped eating toxins. Okay, affect food. Of course, the fake food leads to obesity, loss of independence, which you will if you get sick. And if you're too obese, and it's going to for sure lower your immune system, cause inflammation within your body. And it affects your moods, highly depression, no motivation and depression. So we want you eating nutrient dense foods, and that's what you will be working with in my program. And hey, at first I want to make sure you do not have to be vegan. You do not have to be vegan to be in one of my programs. You do not have to be vegan to eat nutrient dense foods. You do not have to be. If you are, fine. If you eat fish, eggs like me, wild fish, farm fresh eggs like I do, and I don't eat any other kind of meats, but that's me, right? So I help you with what is right for you. And you probably already know because of how your body feels when you eat certain foods, and that's what we go into. So nutrient dense foods are foods that have a lot of vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, trace minerals, and amino acids. Okay, amino acids are the building blocks to proteins. All food has amino acids. So most foods have protein except sugar. And they have protein, carbohydrates, amino acids, essential fatty acids. Real healthy food is perfect, right? It promotes weight loss that is permanent. You age slower, you look younger, decreases hunger and food cravings, because your cells receive the exact nutrients they need to function. So the food for your cells is not just carbohydrates, it is vitamins. We want vitamins, we want minerals, we want essential fatty acids, and we want amino acids. That's what the cells need. So when you're feeding them those things, they go, thank you, I'm fed. And you're not hungry anymore. You don't get cravings because they're fed. When you feed them food that's not real, like here's a big thing. All these foods are devoid. Well, here's carrots, but they're those little carrots. Devoid of minerals, tons of ingredient, like they're very simple. So some of these foods have some things in them that aren't bad, but they don't have enough of the good stuff. So they're filler. They will cause weight gain. Empty calories is what we call them, empty calories. And they can have a negative effect on your body. Too much meat, negative effect. Too much breads and pastas, absolutely negative effect on your body. Absolutely, really bad. So eating too many of them, you're just decreasing your health. So it's not even that they don't give you nutrients, they decrease the health of your body, okay? Especially in midlife, because in midlife, your body takes those starchy carbohydrates and puts them right to sugar and puts them into fat. So then it's even worse. And that is even, I don't care if you're in postmenopause, if you got a belly fat, you're most likely in some sort of insulin resistance. So high alkaline foods, right? Vegetables, greens, certain nuts and seeds, things like that. But it doesn't mean you have to just eat nothing but salads, right? I give you tons and tons of amazing recipes so that are easy to make and that taste delicious. It's just a different way of thinking about food, right? And they definitely fight off disease and cancer. So many of these things, cancer fighting, nutrients are what you'll be feeding your body. For fuels, helps repair your cells, right? So your cells need to be healthy to promote a healthy body. So therefore, if your cells are breaking down, unhealthy, not getting what they need, starving to death, how are they going to do their job? And I'm just going to touch on this today. In my programs, we talk a lot about superfoods and super powders. You can buy them. They're not hard to get. And you don't have to take all of these. I'm literally giving you some examples. Okay. It's not about all of these. This is just giving you some examples. I simplify it in my programs and I help you start with the ones that might be best for you. Okay. So we really want to include some of these because they are the most nutrient dense foods on the planet. They decrease inflammation. They boost your energy. They help balance your body and your hormones. And they're anti-aging, help your body to naturally detoxify. They truly are the building blocks, the nutrients your body requires. And you just add them to your day. So therefore you're getting really highly nutritious foods as part of your day. Sprouts are another one. I needed to add sprouts on here. Oh, this is a lot. I know this is a lot. I only have 2 more slides, so bear with me. Good for you guys for sticking it out for 1 hour. Does anybody have any questions? Just going to go back and get back in. And yes, you can watch this a second time because I know it's a lot. Do you have any questions? Can you drink tea? Yeah, you can drink tea, Michelle. At night or just warm lemon waters for the morning. So I'm going to talk about that. But yes, you can. Drink. Yeah, you can drink. So I still drink coffee. Now, if you are somebody who's like completely depleted of energy, you can't get up, you're so tired, you feel no motivation, you could be in adrenal fatigue. So you can Google adrenal fatigue and look at the symptoms. Your regular doctor will not know. So please don't go to your regular doctor for adrenal fatigue. Good to get tested from your regular, but don't talk to them about adrenal fatigue. You need a naturopath. So you may have adrenal fatigue. In that case, coffee is really bad for you because coffee is hard on your adrenal glands. But if you're like pretty good and you're like, and you just have maybe 1 small cup of coffee a day, you're probably okay. Right. But yeah, so I still have a cup of coffee in the morning. But I get lots of rest, you guys. Oh my, I sleep 8 hours a night or more. Like I literally sleep a lot. So I get tons of rest. I take really, 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 really good care of myself. That's a decision I've made. I did have cancer when I was 21. It's a decision I've made and I have rearranged my life. Not everybody can live like I do, but so that's why I can eat certain things because my body is pretty damn well balanced right now, let me tell you, right? So I can eat certain foods that other people may not be able to eat right now, but I eat mostly really good, healthy foods. Here's my smoothie. Everybody asks me, what is my smoothie? So I wanted to share my smoothie. There you go. I don't know how much water, I don't measure. And then I add either a half an apple or a half a grapefruit, sometimes both. I always add frozen pineapple. Now, I don't know how much, not a huge amount. I can buy a bag of frozen pineapple where I live. Then I always add chia gel. Now, chia seeds need to be soaked in water or a liquid and hydrated. If you consume chia raw, just the dry seeds, they will suck all the moisture in your system and they could lead to really bad digestive issues. They could poke holes in your digestive system too because they're hard as a rock. Not good to consume dry. Never consume chia dry. Always have it hydrated. 1:6 ratio, let's say 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to 6 tablespoons of water. So 1:6 ratio, however much you want to make, I don't care. I put in 1 tablespoon of ground pumpkin seeds, organic, because they are high in protein and high in zinc. So pumpkin seeds are really high in zinc, and they're very high in protein, more than almonds, believe it or not. And they are really good in your smoothie, actually. I always add some sort of collagen powder. I try a few. And then I add a mix of super powders. You don't have to add what I add. Chlorella tastes terrible. That's just where I am right now. So I add wheatgrass powder, chlorella, and baobab powder. That's what I'm adding right now. So you can buy a mixed green powder. And I talk more about it in my program, in my 2-week program. Yeah, bananas would not be something you want to add. If you have weight gain, if you have weight you want to lose, do not eat bananas. Bananas are pure sugar to your body. They are not the worst in a smoothie. If you add like that much banana in your smoothie, it's okay. But do not eat them on their own. So you would add maybe that much banana into your smoothie with grapefruit or an apple or a pear or frozen pineapple, right? A little bit, yeah. That's okay. But not, you don't add it on your own, you don't add a lot. Like you wouldn't have a banana in your smoothie every day. And you will see that online. That is not for midlife women. That is not, it's not for midlife women at all. So lemon water in the first thing in the morning is one of the best things you can do for your body. Warm lemon water for losing weight too. Now, here's a little secret. If you add a bit of cayenne, bit of ginger, that'll really help with the weight loss. Even a bit of cinnamon will really help with it too. So you can do real ginger, cinnamon, and make sure you get good organic cinnamon, please. And a bit of cayenne and some lemon to your water in the morning. And that's kind of like what I call a fat burning tonic. So that's what I tell a lot of clients to have. If the cayenne bothers you, just leave it out. Now, I believe, I really believe in our energetic body, which we're going to go into Saturday. So Saturday, we're going to talk about your energetic body and stress. Huge important. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you do not get your stress under control, you will not lose weight. You will not bring your body back into better balance no matter what you eat. Nope. Stress is completely what will throw everything out of balance. So you got to work on the stress with the food at the same time. And that's what I do in my programs. Okay. I believe the doctor, so I'm talking about the Dr. Yes food for nutrition. That's how we heal. And that's how our body heals, because we need to give our body the building blocks. But if we're keeping ourselves in stress and in negative thinking, negative energy, we will not heal also. So it's really, truly about the emotional side of your body, of course, mind, body, soul, your emotional body and your physical body, of course. So I go deep into those in my longer programs. I've been learning this stuff since I was in my 20s. Huge passion about our emotional body and energetic body. And that's what we're going to go into a bit on Saturday. And my 2-week program, Back on Track. Like I said, you can read about it at this link. I highly suggest, I highly suggest anybody who's watching this or new to me or needs this information to join that 2-week program. As I said, if you're watching this, you get it for only $122 on my website. It's $222. So for those that, bravo, you're here, you're watching this, you get $100 off. So message me on Facebook Messenger and I will give you the $100 off. We start on Saturday. And it goes for 2 weeks. And the Facebook group will stay open. So you will always have access to that information. It will not go away. You will always have access. And what else do I have to say? Yeah, in the Facebook group, we do 3 videos a week because this is only a 2-week program. So I want to give you the information so you have it. You can go back and watch those videos at any time. You get handouts, you get the recipes, and you get guidance and direction from me personally. I'm in the Facebook group every single day. I don't even know if I'm going to do it. 2 weeks are not bad. But this is I would probably go for the price will probably be $222 just because it's my time. I can't do something so right. It's my business. So I'm going to be amping it up. All right. Laura, I wonder if she's still on. Isn't it great? Do you guys have any questions? Any questions again? About anything? I know it was a lot. Oh my God, it was a lot of information, right? So on Saturday, we're going to talk about your energy, your power, your stress, the stress, all of that type of things. Give you some ideas of what's going on, how you can help yourself now. And when you work in my programs, I want, honest to God, you will not have to spend hours doing anything, because that's not me. I am, if you ever met me in real life, I'm high energy. I can't sit for too long. I'm all over the place. I love to do things. I love to do this. I love to be there. I love to learn. I think I have ADHD. I'm all over the place. So I keep things simple, right? I'm like, yeah, let's make it in a way that people can do. It's doable. Otherwise you won't do it, right? You won't do it if it's not doable for you. I've had tons of success in my programs. Again, Jen's now lost 38 to 40 pounds. Once you learn the way I do things in my programs, and I am different. I've heard women tell me I don't follow anybody else, but I've been told by so many, you're so different than the others. So I guess I am. I give way more personal attention, I think, than the other coaches. I think that's a big part of it. I got to be hands-on. That's who I am. That's who I am. I'm a person who's hands-on. I mean, I'm not any other way. I am going to have a self-study program though. So that is going to be coming out. I will have a self-study program for those who are not on Facebook at all. But it'll be, it's just going to be self-study. All right. I'm going to go back and see if anybody has any questions. And if you're watching the replay, I'll make sure, probably not even watching anymore. Please make sure you say hello. Hi, Kate, you're at the farmer's market. No problem, totally. Okay, Kate's Kate's worked with me for years. She knows all the things. And I have many, many repeat clients in my other programs. So it's really good. Okay. Well, I'm going to sign off now, ladies. It was so nice spending this time with you. Thank you for taking your time and attention and being here with me. But most importantly, thank you for doing this for you, because that's who you're doing it for. So good for you. Good for you. Feel free to message me and I'll see you on the other side. And hopefully you'll be able to attend on Saturday. And if you know any other women that are interested in this, have them come and join the group. Let them know that these replays will be up until Tuesday, and there's another one on Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific. Okay, have an absolutely amazing evening. Bye-bye. I'm trying to shut this off.